Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is progress report number 2 on my new workout routine. Everything seems to be going well. I get up every morning, I do my stretching, and later I do stretching exercises. They're two different things. I've figured it out. There are two different things. There's stretching to get everything loose, get everything cracked, and then to do the actual stretching exercises, holding in place, holding positions, getting a weight in your hand, and holding it like this. Pretend I have a weight in this hand. And then later I will do my morning exercise, which is the walking or marching in place with wrist weights on. And I do that for a good half hour, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes a half hour. Some days I manage to push it to almost 40, but I'm not there yet. And then for 2 days a week, and it's going to increase over time, 2 days a week I do this sitting exercises with the chair sits where you stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. A few times a day I get out the elastic band and I pull it and do that. And the reason I'm doing that is because my dad's doing that when I'm doing it with him. If I'm not, it's really silly for me just to stand there and watch him exercise, and I'm just standing there. He's doing it all. So I do it with him, and I can motivate him. And that helps with the Alzheimer patient. Do it with them. Don't just sit there, stand there, especially if you're a big, huge guy like I am, and you're telling other people how to get fit. So, muscles seem to be a lot more firm, more solid. I feel more energetic. I can do things like lift things that I couldn't lift before or struggled to lift before. Vacuuming is easier. Cleaning is easier for taller things. Lower I still don't want to get down there on the floor and do things, but I do, but it could take a bit to get up. So, how we're doing is this. This is the last thing to go, ever, because it's like a pyramid. The pyramid's thinner up on top or smaller up on top, and it goes out, and the pyramids are huge. So, when you're losing this, it loses a little bit everywhere. So you might have lost something, but it's only one little step up, little step up, little step up, thinner, thinner, thinner. And it will eventually begin to get manageable. But my legs are feeling thinner around the thighs. I can feel around my chest area and some other places that it's less humongous. I can do certain things now which I had trouble doing before, like touching my toes. I still can't touch my toes, but I can do this and get down to at least my ankles. And that's a big thing. I do feel some days or sometimes during the day that this is solid. And that's not muscle. What that is is gas. Stomach gas. Or maybe it's stomach acid, I don't know. But it's some days it's more firm and some days it's not. So, it's not muscle I'm building right in my stomach yet, because I'm not doing really anything directed at my stomach muscles. I don't want to grow that yet. I want to build the routines that I'm need to be doing forever. So I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I did think that I felt good enough because I have more stamina and energy that I could go to our apartment complex workout center, the gym, to maybe get on the treadmill and do a little bit of an incline for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Add that once or twice a week to the routine. It'll be an external routine, which is totally separate from my in-home workout. But that didn't work out for exactly the reason I had mentioned in previous videos of why home routines are so important. Because I don't have an in-house treadmill or exercise bike or anything like that. The gym is closed because they're doing renovations to the apartment complex office and workout center. I don't belong to an outside gym. There was no reason for it to spend that money. And I really don't like going to outside gyms because people sort of look at you. And when you're old, or you think you're old, or they think you're watching them when you're sitting there trying to catch your breath and you're staring at nothing, but someone may think you're looking at them when you're not. Well, you may look at somebody and then lose your train of thought while you're looking at them. Or you see somebody working out, some woman maybe doing her exercise, and you think, I got to do that. Yeah, maybe. And they'll think you're one of those gym creeps and put you on TikTok. And I'm sure that would happen to me because I'm hearing impaired, and naturally my eyes aim for people in motion. When things are moving around me, I focus on whatever's moving around me. And I tend to focus towards people's mouths because I read lips. It's unconscious. So I could get in trouble doing that, and I don't want to get in trouble doing that. I don't want to be on TikTok as a stalker. I'm doing enough of that right here on YouTube. But everything seems to be going good other than that. I can't add to the workout routine the treadmill yet because the gym is closed. Which is why I've said in other videos that it's so important to build an in-home routine. It's been cold and rainy outside, so I haven't been able to go out walking. Walking around the complex and sidewalks. And I wanted to maybe add that walking to a treadmill. But that's out the window until they're finished their renovations. That's my luck. So that's the first week. I feel better. I have more energy and more stamina. I just am not seeing the benefit around my waist yet, but I'm feeling it in other parts of my body. And maybe that's what we all have to just remember to do. Focus on how you're feeling rather than what your pants size is. Zipped or unzipped. I have tried to get out my bathroom scale, put it down, test it out to see if I did it one time. It still said ERR, error. That means I'm not under 300 pounds yet. That's the maximum weight my bathroom scale can handle, 300 pounds. So, one of these weeks, when I pull it out and put it down, it's not going to say ERR, and that will be the happiest day in forever for me. What a long while. And then I'll probably order a pizza and celebrate it. Or not. Anyway, that's the progress report. It's going well. And I'm feeling good. And I'm still doing the workouts. And I'm going to be doing them a bit more, adding more time, build myself up where I can do at least 45 minutes a day or an hour a day at the upper part. And I'm just looking forward to that, actually. Because if you work out for an hour, when you finally finish it up, that hour, you feel good because that's over and done with. Anyway, I will see you again soon here on my channel. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Please like my videos. Please comment. And tell me I'm foolish, or I'm doing something right, or I'm doing something wrong, or where to get a really good pizza for not too much money. Take care. See you again soon.